The elevator scene in Severance is incredible. It is a tasteful dolly zoom that is done to express the character's change. And what they're doing to achieve this is the camera is zooming out as it is getting close to the subject. You can actually even achieve this with your iPhone. Let me show you. As you can see, I'm far away, and as I'm getting closer to the camera, I'm gonna zoom out. There you go, or the opposite. And that's how they do it. It's a really powerful way to tell story. I actually use this a lot in my videos as well. You may have seen it. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to create the same thing using Sony's brand new 24-70 f2.8 G Master 2 lens. Because with this lens's capabilities, I can zoom in as soft as I like, because there's a setting here now. I'm gonna use my motorized slider so I can program where it stops, where it goes, and all that. But the focus is gonna be left for this guy to perform. We have this random citizen as actor here. She was just walking around outside, and I just asked her to be in it. So of course we're gonna use the adult Chrome slider for this, and what we're gonna do is as the camera goes back, actually in this case we're gonna go forward because the scene ends with the wide angle. In the interview they mentioned that that's how they tell the story of the downstairs being all weird. So we're gonna start from back here with zoomed in like that, and as we go forward the camera is gonna zoom out, and we're gonna perform a dolly zoom. But the thing about Severance is the face stays exactly at the same place in the frame. So I'm gonna go and mark that. We're gonna grab these tapes and I'm gonna mark, for example, where her eyes end, like that, middle of the eyebrows. So now we're gonna mark this first point, and we're gonna go from 35 to, I don't know, 50. And then with the camera, we're gonna go back while looking at that, and I think this is perfect. A little more back. Yeah, this is it. So this is our second. We're gonna go as fast as we can. And then actually, let's give it a little ease in and out. 3, 2, 1. Now let's see side by side. And one last time. I think that's it. Good job. $6 million. This was like we're paying her $6 million for this part.
Oh, am I getting paid $6 million?
Yeah, $6 million.
Oh, great.
Wow, yeah.
That's
Mars
great.
dollars though.
Oh.
Yeah, which is worth $350.
$350?
Yeah.
I'll take $350.
Yeah, it's good. It's not bad. But then of course I wanted to do a couple more variations to see what it looks like. One where I'm really close to the subject's face, where the effects get exaggerated quite a lot. And one with shallow depth of field and maximum travel and maximum zooming out. And the footage turned out great, especially with the shallow depth of field. Everything was in focus all the time, and I was really happy with the results. By the way, when you set the zoom ring to smooth, it becomes very light, and that helped my focus motor work a lot easier. And when you set it to tight, it is tight almost like a fluid head tripod, so it's really great when you're outside and you want to do soft zoom in and out. Compared to the previous 24-70mm GM lens, this one is shorter, lighter, yet still feels premium. It has a better minimum focus distance, very little focus breathing. It has 4 of Sony's extreme dynamic linear motors, and the floating focus mechanism, which is as you just watched, works great. The image quality is fantastic, and the linear focus lets you create repeatable focus pulling, which we will test in a minute. This lens costs $2,300 and the customer delivery date is June 24, 2022. This is shot with Sony a7 IV with 24-70mm lens at 60 frames per second, slowed down to 24 frames per second. And as you can see here, it's not even losing focus for a second. One, two, three, go. As you'd expect, the photos coming out of this lens is gorgeous. Everything looks sharp, the lens is snappy, quiet, and I love the bokeh. For more technical review, check out Gerald Undon's video. By the way, 24-70 is such a great range. I found use for it in many cases. From overhead shots to close-up of the products, to beauty shots, to talking head, and if you have a strong arm, you can even vlog with it. I think if you're switching to full frame and you're thinking about getting one camera and one lens, I say 24-70 makes a great first full frame lens. This is the first time I'm reviewing a lens, and the reason I wanted to make a dedicated video for this lens is this lens does everything. It can do everything. I mean, maybe the only thing it cannot do, it's maybe a little too much for, no, it's really good for selfie too. So if I need to go somewhere with one lens and one lens only, which is what I did when I was going to NAB, I took the brand new 16-35 power zoom lens with a7 IV, which gave me the APS-C crop, meaning the sensor reads only a smaller part of it, but the sensor is so capable, it still has enough information to shoot in 4K. Because it's smaller part of the sensor, it zooms in. So basically you're having a second lens. So it has been really useful for me in NAB because I was able to, also this is a super light lens, I was able to take this around and zoom in whenever I needed to. So this takes care of business, right? In NAB, this took care of business, gave me the quality and everything I needed in that setup. But this I can do my beauty shots with. For the beauty shot, I wanted to use the Jinx statue and my fog machine. And as I mentioned before, this lens has linear focus. That means it always needs the same amount of rotation to change the same amount of focus. So with my programmable robot arm, I was able to record the positions and the focus distances and get the perfect and repeatable results every single time. It also works great for the overhead angle. The part that I really love is that in this setup you can take advantage of the minimum focus distance and bring the product really close to the lens and show all the details you like. This can really speed things up when I need to prepare a review very quickly and I don't have a spare day to prepare beauty shots. And I want to say one last thing before I go. I am obsessed with buying lenses. I am obsessed with prime lenses. But most of the prime lenses I get, for example, the 50mm f1.2 over there, which is gorgeous. Most of the prime lenses I get, they go into my camera bag and then they come back out when I need them. These two, 16-35 power zoom and then 24-70, they immediately started working for me. You know what I mean? They were on my cameras, my main cameras, and they were working the entire time. That's why I didn't want to let them go so fast, because I want to go to NAB with this lens and I want to use this lens for a lot of unboxing, overhead shots, beauty shots. So yeah, if you're getting these are gonna be on your camera all the time. Well, thank you very much for watching this episode and I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun for me to create an iconic scene from Severance. It was a lot of fun for me to use this lens for beauty shots. It was a lot of fun to use it for overhead camera. But as usual, I'm curious about what you're thinking about this lens. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think about these lenses. And until I see you the next time, take really good care of yourselves and hoşça kalın.